Thanks a lot, Shiv. We start our bulletin with a story which will make you very, very angry. A class 10 student, a 14-year-old girl, was actually being raped allegedly by a local MIM leader, Mohammad Ilyas, in the Kadri town of Anantapur district for the last 3 months. In fact, the incident came to light after she finally summoned the courage to go to the police station and file a complaint. A case of rape has now been registered. The 14-year-old girl was sent for medical examination and the reports are awaited.
As I was coming here, one of the journalists has called me and told me that this is what is coming. Whatever it is, whether that fellow is part of our party or not, but I would demand from the police that severest of action should be taken on this man. He should be immediately arrested. Nirbhaya Act should be put on him. And if I come to know from my party members that he is from my party, definitely the party will not protect him, but will take severe action against him.
क्या बोलता है
తనను ఎవరో వెంబడిస్తున్నారని చెప్పేసి ఈ MIM చెందినటువంటి CMD ఇలియాస్ను ఆశ్రయించడం జరిగింది. అతను ఎవరైతే అమ్మాయిని ఏడిపిస్తున్నాడో అతన్ని దండించి ఈ అమ్మాయి వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్తో పరిచయం పెట్టుకొని తరచూ గత 3 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి వాళ్ళ ఇంటికి పోతూ వస్తూ ఈ అమ్మాయిని బెదిరించి ఆ అమ్మాయిని లోపరుచుకొని రేప్ చేశారని చెప్పేసి నిన్న SP గారి దగ్గర పోయి కంప్లైంట్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది.
It's really a matter of regret that nothing seems to have changed on the ground despite protests mounted by civil society in different towns and cities of India. Now from Anantapur to Kozhikode in Kerala, where a 4-year-old student was allegedly sexually assaulted reportedly by 2 seniors at the school where she was studying. The needle of suspicion is in fact pointing to seniors. As I said, the child had complained of pain, and when taken for medical examination, that's when she revealed that she had been sexually assaulted. Medical reports do indicate sexual assault. The victim said that she was taken to the top floor of the hostel wing of the school and assaulted by 2 seniors. An FIR has been filed, and the parents whose children study in the school, along with the victim's parents, have been protesting against the inaction by the school management even after the incident was reported. Joining me now from Bangalore is my colleague Rohini Swami, who has been tracking that story. Rohini, whether it was the incident in the Bangalore school in July this year or whether this is the case with Kozhikode here in Kerala, the first reaction of the school management seems to be just clam up and behave and pretend as though nothing has happened.
Absolutely, and not just that, and also they will not even report the case even after it is flagged up by the parents. Now that's the point where we're talking about inaction, and the point is that the parents say that this incident took place on the 30th of last month. After the child complained of pain, they took the child for medical examination. They reported to the school authorities who kept mum and did not report to the police authorities, in spite of the fact there's been a huge hue and cry across the country on incidents such as this. It is the first point is, why did the school management not report it to the police? It was finally under desperation that the parents went and filed an FIR. Now the important point is that we have been told that police officials along with counsellors are now counselling the child, because the child, while she was talking to the police when they were asking her, has said that she can even identify the accused and the 2 senior high school students who assaulted her. So that she doesn't undergo trauma, they're slowly counselling her and trying to get her into understand the situation, come to terms with the situation, and also reveal who the accused are.
Right. Has there been any reaction from the Kerala government as far as this case is concerned in Kozhikode?
Well, yes, there has been a reaction that has come in from the Social Welfare Minister, who has said that he will direct the police to investigate it. While I've also been speaking to the police authorities, they also said they have received instructions from the Kerala government to see to that, to find out what exactly happened, but more importantly, crack down on schools and see if there are such cases that are not being reported by school managements, then bring those school managements to book. At the same time, they'll also sensitize parents and children while they're at it to see to that such cases do not go unreported and they be flagged up as soon as it happens.
Right. Rohini, do stay on with us, because in Bangalore, parents of school-going children will have to be prepared for a 30% hike from the next academic year. That's really the message which has been given by the private schools management to the government at large, saying that if you want us to ensure foolproof security within the school premises, they will really have to pass on that additional burden on to the parents. And this is something which the police will have to closely look at, because they have been insisting that those safety guidelines will have to be implemented by the school managements, including many CCTV cameras, etc. So, Rohini, in fact, I was just going through the breakup of the safety apparatus that would need to be installed. CCTV costs about 1.5 lakh rupees, maintenance another 15,000, access control 20,000, teacher verification another 250 rupees per staff member. Now, does this really warrant a 30% hike in fee from the next academic year? And what do they mean? Are they telling the parents pay up or face the consequences of an unsafe school?
Well, the message is clear. One is that when a parent sends the child to school, they expect that, one, the child is safe and secure within the premises, and the school management will take care of the safety and security of children. The rising number of incidents that have been reported of rape and sexual assault has obviously made school managements look up and say, yes, they have to put security measures in place or they will be booked, because the police say they will crack down and they will come down heavily on such school managements who do not adhere to it. But in what they also say is they're unable to manage these expenses, which the school says is close to almost 2 to 3 lakhs per school, and they will have to hike their fees in order to even match that. The question that is being raised is, do the parents have to cough up money for the safety and security of children, which largely should be the standing operating procedure for the school management itself? I'm joined by Mr. Shashi Kumar. Sir, you're the General Secretary of the Karnataka Unaided Schools Management. But what I'd like to know is, why should the parents pay up when it's a standard thing that children should feel secure in schools? Isn't it your responsibility to provide that kind of security at your expense?
Yes. Any school, when it functions completely, especially we are talking about state board aided schools, all the expense, whatever it has been raised, will be from the parents' contribution. When it comes to financial constraint with every month recurring cost of 1.5 lakhs, we are talking about 300-400 children and a school where they hardly collect for the whole month is around 2 lakh rupees, because they charge nominal of 400 to 600, 800 rupees. And such schools, to comply with all these guidelines, there are around 48 guidelines, and almost most of them are financially burdening this management. And to meet with this expenditure, minimum, I am talking about 100-200 rupees per one time and 25 to 30 rupees or 50 rupees per month. It will not amount big amount to the parent, but from the point of safety and security of the children, definitely even we have a commitment.
So, but safety and security of children are paramount. It's not about 200 rupees or 300 rupees. Don't you think that it is also the onus of the management, because even the Karnataka High Court has come down heavily on the management's, school management, saying that they should take care of the children, and it is your responsibility.
Absolutely right. Even they have told that the cost, what it happens, it has to be collected from the parents, because end of the day, parent are the people who pays, who contributes for their education, and it has to come from them. There is no other source in especially state board school where money is been collected to spend on this particular issue.
But a school fee hike, or what are we looking at? What?
It is not a hike. No, never. I want to clear this. The 30% what the media is carrying is absolutely nonsense. It is a misquote, and it is not 30%. We are telling some schools where it is required, they are charging 25 rupees or 50 rupees per month to comply with the various aspects.
But would you agree that there will be schools who will exploit this and say that because we are providing such kind of security measures, we are hiking the price and fees will be hiked to enormous levels, be it private institutions also?
We oppose this. Any school without their consent of the parents and without a proper outcome of it, because we are supposed to present this on books of record and we will have to submit to the government. Right. Every year we do that, and if they charge heavily, they can question that, and even the education department.
The education department, the association will also question those who possibly will overcharge parents, according to Mr. Shashi Kumar.
Right, Rohini, thanks a lot for joining us. This is definitely a controversy that will continue to track very closely because this affects a lot of people out there in Bangalore, parents of school-going children. Now, news from Tamil Nadu, where the Madras High Court has asked the Vellore mayor to actually apologize for the resolution that the Vellore Municipal Corporation passed against Justice Michael D'Cunha, who had, you remember, on the 27th of September, convicted former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha to 4 years in prison. The judge also asked to issue a press release of the apology statement and to file an affidavit in court. Joining me now from Chennai is my colleague Srisha Reddy. Srisha, the very fact that you could not get a senior AIDMK leader to actually join you on this live chat is an indication that obviously the party or any of the leaders do not really want to take any chances with the courts anymore. They want to display good conduct, at least definitely till the 18th of December when the next hearing comes up.
Well, exactly. So that is one of the reasons that why ADMK party members or be the ADMK leaders themselves are refraining to talk to media, because even in the past also they have not been speaking. But during the protest, remember, all these ministers, including the MPs and MLAs, did speak to the media, talking against judgment. But to talk especially on this particular statement that has come out from the Madras High Court, which clearly points out that one cannot point fingers at an individual, that is a judge, for giving a verdict. So though one can criticize the judgment, they cannot criticize the judge, is what the strong message that Madras High Court has delivered today. And again, which will again set a precedent, so that because Tamil Nadu, remember, has seen a lot of posters pointing fingers at Michael D'Cunha for giving such a judgment. Back to you, Sudhir.
Right, Srisha Reddy, thanks a lot for joining us from Chennai. Husnabad Police in Karimnagar district of Telangana has decided to do its own version of the whistle podu, like the Chennai Super Kings. They have decided to arm the citizens of this town with chili powder and whistles so that they can fight the robbers. Now, this is called turning on the heat, quite literally.
ప్రస్తుతం ఉన్న పరిస్థితుల్లో నేరస్తులు ఇంట్లో చొరబడి ప్రజలను చంపి ఆభరణాలు డబ్బులను దోచుకుంటున్నారు.
తిరుగుతూ ప్రజలను చంపి వారి ఆస్తిపాస్తులను లూటీ చేసినటువంటి సంఘటనలు ఆదిలాబాద్, కరీంనగర్ రెండు మేదక్ జిల్లాలో జరిగిన సంఘటనల దృష్ట్యా ప్రజలను అప్రమత్తం చేసే ఉద్దేశంతో కొన్ని పాంప్లెట్స్ ప్రింట్ చేసి అవుట్స్కట్స్లో ఉన్న ఇళ్లకు ప్రత్యక్షంగా మేము వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళతో మాట్లాడి ఈ పాంప్లెట్స్ని పంచిపెట్టడం జరుగుతుంది.
That's self-defense the Telangana way. That's it then on Up South.